We bring in Robert Almonte, former U.S. Marshal for the Western District of Texas, who just visited Aurora, Colorado. Robert, great to have you with us. I want to play for everyone this comment from Chris Cabrera, the National Border Patrol Council spokesperson, talking about how serious this issue is and what it could turn into here. Watch.
It is an infestation. It's taking hold. Not just in Colorado or New York. It's up in Michigan, Florida, Texas, you name it. It's spreading. And if people don't wake up and see it for what it is, we're going to be in a lot of trouble in this country.
So tell me, Robert, who is this group, Tren de Aragua? What kind of people are they? Why did they move from Venezuela to Chile, and now they're in the United States?
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. They're an extremely, I cannot overstate that, extremely dangerous transnational gang. They originated out of a prison, Tocoron prison in the state of Aragua in the country of Venezuela. And basically, the government official there basically told the gang leaders that you guys take over the prison. So there were no more prison guards. The Tren de Aragua gang members were actually running the prison. And then they're released from prison, and they were told to leave Venezuela. So that's why they started going to these other countries, Ecuador, Peru, Colombia, and now they're in the United States. Now they are our problem. And there's so many reasons for them being here, but the main one is they're coming across the border, basically no identification. They're not being vetted, and really it's impossible to vet them because the United States does not have a relationship with the country of Venezuela. Mm-hmm. So Venezuela is not going to share any information about them with us. So they are extremely dangerous. I agree with the comment he just made. As a matter of fact, I think we're already in trouble, to be honest with you. We're already in trouble because they've been here for a while. They're more organized, they're more structured, and they're involved in so many different crimes. You name the crime, they're going to be involved in it. So, I'm concerned because a lot of people are not taking this serious. And I'm talking about our government officials. I'm talking about elected officials. I'm talking about mayors who are denying that it's a problem in their city because they don't want to give their city a bad image. And the way to tackle this problem is the way that Governor Abbott is doing it, and that's going head on, go after them. We need to go after them. We need to stay on their heels and not let them catch their breath. And the whole idea is to make it as difficult as possible for them to operate in the United States.
Absolutely, and it's going to be tough. I mean, that piece that I read about this organization in the Wall Street Journal talked about how after the one wave of immigration, we sort of got imports of the mafia from Italy, and they took hold in so many places across the country. And they compare Tren de Aragua to that and talk about how they would shake people down for protection money in Venezuela and in Chile, and if they don't pay it, somebody would find parts of their body, their head, their arms in a bag outside the next day, right?
That's absolutely correct. And see, I'm glad you brought that up because they're extremely dangerous, extremely violent. They're brutal, they're barbaric. And what they're doing in other countries is they have houses, even Venezuela, but the other countries that they moved into, they have what they call torture houses. Mm-hmm. And they bring their victims in there. They torture them, brutally torture them, and then they dismember their bodies. I mean, so that's, if we don't get a handle on this, we're going to start seeing those torture houses here in the United States.
Yeah, and apparently they say it's so easy for them to get places to stay here, and they can just basically walk in and rob places. They don't have to shake anyone down for money, and then they don't get put away in jail. So it's pretty crazy. Robert Almonte, thank you. I have a feeling we're going to be talking about this story more, unfortunately. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So,
hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.